Previously on Subliminal, Rory saved one Penelope Allistair from a creature similar to the one that haunted him. The two are now traveling together in hopes of learning why they're here. Meanwhile, Robin Bailey arrives in Queensville to find her brother.
Marcy? It's Robin.
Come on up.
So, missing for 2 days now.
Yes, we went to work together on Monday morning, and he wasn't around for pickup. I figured he would have just taken the bus home, but he didn't show up. Next day, his boss was calling, saying Rory vanished long before his shift even ended on Monday. Nobody has seen or heard from him.
Middle of the day? At work? Reason to be concerned, for sure. Have you contacted the police yet?
I thought I would wait. Maybe you'd have an idea as to where he is?
I know just about everything about him, but no clue why he'd jump off the face of the earth unprompted.
He seemed normal in the morning, other than a slight hangover and his usual depressed mood.
How has his depression been?
Pretty bad. I mean, he barely comes out of his room to talk to me. He just stays in there all day, and the most entertainment he gets is drinking, as far as I know. Again, he doesn't talk to me much.
It's the work part that's getting me. Vanishing after a night out drinking, or even after a long shift at a shitty video store job, that would at least give us some hints, but it's so unlike him, even in this state, to ditch work midday.
So, what do you think?
Let's head down to the station.
Robin grabs her keys as she and Marcy make their way into the car. From outside the station, Marcy can hear Robin yelling with the officer.
Yes, I heard you the first time, but you're not listening. Oh my god, forget it. You think I'm crazy? And I think you're incompetent. I'll find him myself.
Whoa, what happened?
They don't think there's any reason to be concerned. When mention of his past drug problems, and I get he's probably just run away, we're gonna need to do this ourselves. And, I know exactly where he was last, so we'll retrace his stuff. And, I don't know, I think I need a minute to blow off some steam.
I think that's a good idea. You seem really stressed. Not that I'm not, I just...
No, you're right. I am stressed. The trip I was on could have meant big things for me, but it's fine. I got out of that last minute for this. For a missing persons case that the police don't believe is worth investigating, which would be at least indicative of something if they weren't completely ignoring the years of mental... Happy thoughts. This isn't about me.
Well, it kind of is. I dragged you into this, and I know I'm just paranoid. I swear I'll make it up to you if this is all for nothing.
Don't sweat it. You're a really good roommate for doing what you did. My roommate in college was an asshole. If I'd been kidnapped in our dorm, she wouldn't even batted an eye.
Wow, she sounds like a real catch.
Not even slightly. She dropped out of the first semester, and that was the best day of that year, I think. Good riddance. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so you said we should retrace our steps, so should we go to the mall?
Not yet. We can't do this all by ourselves. The cops don't think the story adds up, and that was my fault for telling him he just vanished. We need somebody who can suspend their disbelief long enough to help us.
Do you have someone in mind?
Robin gives Marcy a restrained smirk and walks back to the car.
Just a minute. Just gotta... Woo! There we go. Coming.
So, who's this guy supposed to be again?
Hold on. Play it cool.
Visitors. Suspects, no clients. That's the word, clients. The name's Orion Barnes, best private investigator in Queensville. However might I be of service to you, darlings?
Oh my goodness. It's really you. Such a pleasure. My name is Whalley Bentley, and this is my companion here is Della Robertson. We need your help. We're survivors of a local cult, but our friend got separated from us, and we believe he's being kept in a secret government building.
By any chance, the bank on 67th and Morton Street?
How did you know?
Marcy observes the bizarre conversation. She doesn't understand why Robin is lying, or what the look in Orion's eyes mean.
I've been keeping tabs on a conspiracy about that place for months now, but this development is greatly reassuring. I'd nearly lost hope. From what I've pieced together, Mayor Hanson might be directly involved.
Wow. This is deeper than I thought, so you'll help us.
It's my duty to. And, what'd you say your friend's name was?
Michael Crane.
Orion's demeanor completely changes. His energy seems to vanish, and his expression turns stern.
Right this way.
I'm sorry, what's happening here?
Apologies. I am, in fact, Michael Crane. Orion Barnes is a pseudonym.
Robin Bailey.
Oh, Marceline Rodgers?
It's a beautiful name. It's French, yes?
Yeah, I just go by Marcy, though.
Got it. Robin and Marcy. So, what's the real story here?
My brother, Rory Bailey, Marcy's roommate, he vanished. We're not talking about running away or anything. We mean vanished. Marcy, could you...
2 days ago, I drove him and myself to the Oak Lodge Mall, where we both have jobs. That was the last time I saw him. He wasn't around at the end of the day, so I assumed he'd just bust home or something.
But he never returned.
No, and he never even finished his shift at work. His boss called our apartment asking where he'd gone.
Interesting. Gone missing on the clock? That's one way to do it. Tell me more about Rory.
Troubled. Deeply. He's been through more in the last few years than most people go through in their life. He's been recovering. The latest in his life after getting clean was moving here and getting that job.
I see. Now, you wouldn't be here in my office if you suspected this had anything to do with mental health. I presume he's been doing okay?
As of late, yes. I don't know him all that well, so he doesn't talk to me about it. But he seemed a bit more lively in the past few weeks. But even that morning, he definitely seemed off.
Okay. Something is definitely unusual about this case. I'm glad you came to me. Right. I never did give a proper introduction. Michael Crane, best private investigator in Queensville. I specialize in the cases most detectives would instantly rule out as absurd, if not supernatural.
Oh, are you like a paranormal investigator?
I don't find missing ghosts, no. But I leave my mind open to the very real possibility that reality as we know it isn't as simple as we're led to believe. Needless to say, I'll help. This case has piqued my interest.
Crane enthusiastically stands up. Anybody fancy a trip to the mall? While Crane, Robin, and Marcy begin their investigation, Rory and Penelope continue their journey through the mind-numbing Liminal Realm.
We've passed this road already, I'm telling you.
Damn it, you're right. I saw that broken tile already. Okay, then we're stuck in circles. What other way can we go?
Circles are better than dead ends. Up!
Penelope points upwards at an inverted manhole cover on the ceiling of the tunnel.
Nice. I'll help you up first.
The unlikely duo manage to move the cover and ascend the claustrophobic passage.
Having someone else here definitely helps. All the mazes full of empty halls and doors. Something about them is just so uncanny to me. I can't stand them.
Yeah. Knowing you're also seeing literally everything around us moving and changing makes me think I'm a bit less crazy. I thought the isolation was getting to me.
Tell me about it. I hate being alone. I can't believe I've made it this far in this place. I think I just want to get out. It's so hard to find the strength to keep going. And with that awful creature chasing me too, it knows things about me. It's like haunting me.
The one I met seemed that way too. I got this overwhelming sense of dread and guilt when I saw it.
Penelope says nothing for a moment.
You don't think this is hell, do you?
I feel like eternal torment would be a bit more consistent than mind mazes and shadow monsters. More importantly, though, I don't think I died before coming here.
Same? I just got lost. I've been struggling a lot lately with feeling like I fit in anywhere. I'm the youngest person at my job. I barely have any friends now that I've moved, and my parents both think I'm a disappointment for pursuing music. Everyone tells me it's not true, but they're pitying me. I doubt anybody will notice when I'm gone. Oh, look at me, just rambling to a stranger in some weird hell void. God, I hope I'm dead.
Whoa, hey, don't say that.
It's what I feel. Being dead would be better than living the life that I was living.
But
No, go on. Tell me you don't agree.
I honestly can't, but being trapped in a headache-inducing labyrinths and getting chased by walking nightmares isn't much better.
Maybe. But after what I've done, might just be what I deserve.
What do you mean?
There's a lot more messed up with me than just feeling out of place. About a year ago, there was a terrible accident, and...
Penelope, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
A dark figure stalks the duo from afar.
I come from a wealthy family, okay? Parents are rich, so I was spoiled out of my mind. I was raised to be perfect and preppy, but I was a sheltered little idiot.
Okay.
My folks, the Allistairs, they invited a bunch of their rich friends and kids onto their party yacht for a New Year's cruise. They gave me the option to stay home and throw my own party, but I chose to go. That decision...
Rory says nothing, just listens. Penelope seems pained sharing this story. The looming figure starts to slowly creep forward.
It was a great night. New Year's, 1996. I met a bunch of kids around my age that I got to hang around with. Everybody was okay. Then, my friends and I noticed the leak.
Oh my god.
By the time I could tell my dad, it was too late. The boat was going down. The adults rushed to the safety boats, got as many people on board as they could, but...
The duo enter another dark passageway that leads into a dimly lit hall. The dark figure's presence grows nearer.
The water was freezing cold. Anyone who fell in, hypothermia and paralysis. They were done. I couldn't save anybody. Except for one. I was face to face with some man I'd never met before. I was in the water, swimming towards my lifeboat. He tried to get on. He was pulling us down. I couldn't risk him tipping, so I...
Jesus, Penelope, I can't imagine how traumatic that must have been.
He died that night because of my family. But he drowned that night because I made him. I killed him.
You didn't kill him. The hypothermia would have gotten him anyways.
I killed him. I made sure he wouldn't have a chance, so that selfish little Penelope Allistair could live on. The guilt fucking ruined me. I threw away my scholarship at King's University and cut myself off from my family's money as much as I could. That's why they hate that I'm going to college on my own. That's why I did it. I thought a fresh start would help, but you just can't get away from guilt like that.
No wonder you were just gonna let that monster kill you. Penelope, you're not unworthy of
Before Rory can speak, the lights start flickering violently, the bulbs shattering as the two become aware they aren't alone. They can't see it, but they can tell it's coming.
Run!
Oh god, it's back.
I think there's a door down there.
Crap, of course it's one of these. Come on!
Penelope begins turning the heavy wheel as Rory stands back and charges at the looming threat.
Come on! You're not that tough!
Rory takes a cold punch to the gut, knocking him down.
You can't defend this one, knowing what you have done.
You don't know me!
Rory headbutts the entity and runs back to Penelope. Right as she gets the door open, the entity lunges at them, but they close it just in time. With the door securely locked, the two take a breath. Then, they realize just what this room really is.
A swimming pool? Huh. Looks just like the one my sis and I took lessons at. Oh, are you okay?
You took a hit to the chest. Are you okay?
Probably. Still doesn't hurt too much.
Okay. Hey, what did it mean? What have you done? I realize you haven't told me much about your life.
Oh, it was just saying shit to get my guard down. That's probably all.
Are you sure? Because it sounds like we've both had shitty lives before coming here, and these creatures know things about us that no one else could. I'm starting to see a correlation.
Yeah, Me too, okay? What do you want? I told you I worked a soul-draining job, and my life before that was much worse, so yeah. Maybe I hated my fucking life, and maybe that's why I'm here. You hated yours, and you're here too. Mystery solved, right?
Chill out? What if there's like a common factor? Something we both went through to get
I
us...
thought you wanted to die here.
Sorry?
I took a punch there for you, but you just explained to me why you feel like you don't deserve to even live, so why do you suddenly care what got us here? We're here, we're stuck, and those things are gonna keep hunting us.
I don't know. Rory, you're scaring me.
Deal with it. That's the big answer, Penelope. We just have to deal with this. Doesn't matter why we're here. We're shitty people, so now we have to deal with the universe getting back at us.
I don't know. I know I sound like a hypocrite, but I really just think we shouldn't quit.
Okay, well, do what you want. There is no we. It's everyone for themselves out here.
Rory, blinded by his frustration, doesn't realize exactly what he said. Penelope just stares in horror as the pool behind her suddenly erupts, the silent water now violently crashing.
Shit! Penelope, I'm sorry. I didn't... Oh, no.
Penelope's entity emerges from the violent waves and slowly leans over her, cradling her slowly and lifting her.
Stop it. Put her down. I was just upset. Penelope, snap out of it.
It's everyone for themselves. Just go, Rory.
No, Penelope,
Rory runs towards the entity, clinging onto Penelope, but he's too late. As he leaps towards them, the entity pulls itself and Penelope under the water, before the pool becomes shielded in ice. Rory kneels on the ice, trying to get to Penelope.
Please, Penelope.
Rory and Penelope's eyes meet as the last breath of air escapes Penelope's mouth. The dark entity consumes the entirety of the water. Rory cannot see her. Rory cannot hear her, but he knows. Penelope Allistair has just died at the hands of her personified self-hatred.
I failed. Again.
To be continued in Chapter 4 of Subliminal.